Okay, welcome back to Built by Brady. Today I'm going to be making this model 76443. This is Hagrid and Harry's motorcycle ride. So let's take a look at the box. Okay, so on the front of the box we can see Hagrid on the bike with Harry, with Hedwig flying in the air. So it'll be interesting to see how Hedwig is going to attach. So let's have a look at the back of the box. So on the back you can see how Hedwig attaches by a piece of Lego, so it'll be nice to see that once it's built, and then it gives you more of an idea what it looks like when it's finished with the dimensions. So let's get the box open. These boxes are frustrating. You have to be really careful. I keep all the boxes so I don't want to rip them, so I'm just super careful with this. Got Hedwig there. And carefully peel it back. Aha. And there we go. Got wheels there. And there are the bags. 617 pieces. So let's see how many bags we've got. So looks like we've got seven bags. So a moderate build there. The recommendation for age is 9 years and over on this one. Okay. Let's have a quick look through the book. Let's have a quick look through, see what we're going to achieve. So it looks like it starts off building the bike first, then onto the side cart. And then onto Hagrid himself. And then the final completed piece. And the parts list. Okay, let's get building. Okay, just give them a little sort. So this is quite a unique build because unlike standard sets with standard minifigures in, these are brick built figures, giving a sculpture look. We'll see if we like that at the finish. So clip these together. Quite a few small pieces on this beginning first bag. I can never see them. I'm not one to sort the pieces into piles first. I tend to just open the bag and then make it. I think part of the fun is finding the piece. So clip those back in. I think this is maybe where the wheels clip into. Okay. This set retails around £60, I think. I've seen it for a little bit less. I've also seen it for more. Depends where you're buying from. I've heard that this particular build is quite robust and sturdy, which will be a nice feature because some are very delicate and you just look at them the wrong way and bits fall off. Let's clip those on. Okay, it's coming together. Some of these parts are so fiddly. So far, and clip them together. Okay, starting to take shape. Let's continue. Okay, there we are. Ready for bag 2. So in bag 2 you've got the smaller bag with all the tiny parts, and then we can see the wheels there, or the rims and the tyres. Okay, let's get going. I think this part might be an exhaust. Get it around the right way. Oh, got the wrong part there, I think. Double check, don't want to do it wrong and then have to dismantle. And then this clips on the side there. Push it right in. Oh. Okay. Find the instructions to this on the Builder app. You can see freedom instructions, rotations, on the Lego Builder app. So now starting on the other side, I believe. Started to use some of those pale green parts now. So the outside of the motorbike. It's really coming together now. You can see that the handlebar area is beginning to build up. What colour would you call that bike? I would say a very pale or mint green. Leave a comment if you disagree with me. It'd be good to chat about it. The shape of the bike is really showing now. You can see the handlebars. There we are. Oh! I'll pop them bits on the top. Wonder which part I'm building now. Ah, this gives it away. They're really thick, sturdy wheels. And slide that through. Get that wheel on. Push it in, that's it. There we go. One wheel complete. Now for the wing mirrors. I think that's a nice touch there. So on an educational level, this would be great for hand-eye coordination for young people developing their fine motor skills, because some of these parts are really small. Next wheel. There we are. We have 2 wheels. Get these last few bits on. Look at that. Looks good. So having these movable wheels on here really makes it versatile. It can be used for play. It could also be used for display. Whoops, around the wrong way. And there we are. That bag is now complete. On to bag 3. Got some nice vibrant blue colours in this one. Get building. So I think this might be starting the side cart, but I could be wrong. So in the Deathly Hallows, Harry gets some use out of this side cart, doesn't he? While being chased by Voldemort. So the less fiddly parts first, and then the smaller bits. So this must be the structure of the side cart. It's beginning to take shape. This is much quicker than the motorcycle at the moment because the parts have been quite big. I'm sure that won't last long though. Let's get those last few bits on and then we can move on to bag 4. We'll clip those together, pop that in. Last few bits. Okay, there we are. And that's going to be used to clip onto the side cart. Clip the side cart onto the motorcycle. Okay, bag 4. We are nearly halfway through this build. Another wheel. The range of colours here for the inside of the build. when it's complete. I'm sure this will look amazing next to all the rest of my Harry Potter collection. So I think I'm making the end, or possibly the beginning, but I think it's the end of the side cut now. And there it goes, clips on. It's looking very good. It's the wind visor, I think. Won't be long before I'll be popping Harry inside. Talking about Harry. So as I was saying earlier on with the sculpture look Lego figures, this is the creation now of Harry. So Harry's arms are going on. Now these are movable. They're adjustable for posing. And obviously he has his wand. That sidecar is nearly complete. A few decorative pieces. That wheel arch leaving a nice gap for the wheel. Only needing one on the sidecar, then it will connect to the motorbike and they should balance each other. Now I believe I am now making the famous Hedwig, and we'll see how he connects. So there's the famous scene when Hagrid and Harry are flying in the Deathly Hallows and Hedwig doesn't make it, which is really sad. Ah, there we are. Clips onto the aerial. Fabulous. Okay. So you can see the cart there, and let's start on bag 5. Over halfway through now, guys. 3 bags left. So now we are going to move on to building Hagrid, I believe. Oh, we've lost an arm. Pop it back on. And then now we've got to clip, there. Amazing. And so sturdy. So I believe this might be Hagrid that I'm creating now. I'll clip that on there. It's nothing nicer than that click sound as the two parts come together. Put that one on either side. This might be the bottom of Hagrid, and we'll build him up on top. Using those lighter different colours on the inside and Hagrid's distinct brown and lighter brown colours on the outside. I like the way that they've got the colours matching closely to what they have in the film, in this build. The side cuts, colours match almost exactly. And it looks like Hagrid's coat's going to match as well. There we are. Click that on. Okay, let's move on to the next bag. We are whizzing through this build. I spot some large hands. Every time I open a new bag, I always double check the bag is completely empty, because in the past I have popped a bag on the floor and then realised after I couldn't find a piece that it was still in the corner of the bag. So I always double check and then give it a little screw it up to make sure that I can't feel any parts in there either. And straight into this bag and this build. So it doesn't quite look like Hagrid yet, but I'm sure it will soon. This part looks a lot smaller than the other bits of Hagrid, so maybe we're starting to go up towards the head. I'm sure all will be revealed very soon. I just need to keep building. I wonder what that's going to clip onto. Okay, so it fits on the front. Still don't know what those black clips are for yet. So I definitely think the body is taking shape. I think the next bag is going to build his head, because I can't see any colours that would match his hair in this bag. We have a arm. The hands are huge, as I'm sure Hagrid's hands are. There we are. Let's pop that one on. Oops. Hand one. Or arm one, should I say. Side of his body now. On his shoulder, and then his arm. Arm complete. Where it is now. Oh, missed a part there. Pop the shoulder on. I nearly forgot that bit. Okay. Last bag. Always love doing the last bag. Although I always feel sad when the build is finished. I do love the way when Hagrid is using his bike and cart in the movies, the way that the back of his jacket does blow around, and I believe that that is what I've just made. So the last little bits now consist of Hagrid's head. It's quite a desirable model, this one, because it's not too big, but it's not too small. So it's, as I've said quite a few times, it's nice and sturdy, but it's not too big, so you need to find a large space to display it. It's got good shelf appeal. And I believe it's going to be retired this year in 2026, which will cause the price to rise. So if you would like this set, I would buy soon. You can see Hagrid's nose, eyebrows, and moustachy sort of grey area there on his face. He's got quite bushy hair in the movies and beard. I believe this might be the moustache and his beard. Let's clip that on. Perfect. I like the hair bricks, or they are the parts that you would use on a roof of a castle or a building. They're the same shape. I believe I've got a few on the Cinderella. Not Cinderella, Snow White house, but in different colour. There we are, heads on, feet on. So lastly, to slot Hagrid on, being careful not to break it. Trying to ease him into place, there we go. Hands on the handlebars, and we've got one complete model. Very strong. It's a model that you would consider your children to play with. Back of that coat, do like it, and I like how robust, I think it's a good word to describe, Hagrid is. Okay, there we are, there's the finished model. Now I've wanted this set for quite some time and it didn't let me down. It was a really lovely build actually. I really liked it. I'll show you some of the things that really stood out to me. Now I like the fact that it's such a strong sturdy build with regards to the bike. So it's on wheels and it actually works, it actually moves along and it doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart like some Lego builds. So that was a nice feature. I also liked the way that the dimensions worked with Hagrid and Harry. So Hagrid being so large, making him look like a giant, and Harry being so small, making him look like a boy. And obviously that was achieved with different Lego size pieces. So that was really good touch. If I turn it round and you look at Hagrid's coat, it's got like the flappy bit at the back, so the bottom of his coat, where when he flies through the sky, it flaps up and down. I thought that was a really, really good touch to put in. Yeah. And also at the back, I like the way the lights stand out so vividly against the greeny blue there. If we turn him this way, it answers my question from the beginning of how they're going to attach Hedwig. Well, here he is, and he's been attached via what looks like the aerial. So yeah, sitting nicely there. There was one thing though that I wasn't keen on with this build, and it was just Harry's face. I thought it's just his glasses. There's no other features. I just thought it was a bit could have been better. So Hagrid's face has been built up using bricks, and I think maybe that could have happened with Harry as well, even though he's so much smaller. But other than that, I thought it was a brilliant build. Now, I hope you enjoyed watching my build today. Please do like, comment and subscribe, and come back soon to watch a new build on Built by Brady.